Good day, watercolor pencils, crayons, and brushes by Donna Gallant today. This is the newest class I'm teaching. So this is a water-soluble brush pen, but you can get them, it's sort of like a felt on the end of it. And this is your pencil, and this is your crayon. Okay, look at the marks they make. All you have to do with them is add water. Nothing fancy. Just add water and they become activated. See how that blends out? The same with the pencil. And here is the crayon. Okay, so that's one way of applying it. Another way is actually to add water. And you can touch it with your crayon or whatever, it becomes very soft. Or you can wet your pencil and add it to a dry surface. Look at the intensity you get. Isn't that wonderful? So there's several ways of working with these materials. So one of the things that we did was we did this little chart here. We did basic techniques that we do in watercolor, like a flat wash, graded wash, you know, adding your pencil when it's wet, how to blend with them. This one is fun. This one is using a sandpaper onto a wet surface. So we did all those techniques, which was really good, I think, for my students if they've never worked with it before. We ended up doing this little strawberry. So the strawberry, you basically drew it with your pencil and colored it in, and we had instructions for it. And then we added the brush to blend our colors together. So that was our little project. Okay, and whoops, this is to show you the difference between them. Here's the brush pens, the kind of results you get with that. This is the pencil. And this one is the crayon. Very similar, the colors especially are similar with the watercolor pencils and brush, but they're a little bit different with your pens. So you can see with the pencil, you can get finer lines, which are probably better to use if you want detail than especially the crayon. The crayon, you can sharpen the end, but it's still not as fine as the pencil. So here are some examples of things that you can do with a pencil. So this is a watercolor pencil done from a Kathy Johnson's book. And this, I believe, too, is also a Kathy Johnson. I'm not sure who this is, but it's not one of my pieces. But now you'll get into mine. This one is a piece I did, and this is watercolor pencil. And you can tell because I have lines in here. So a lot of this is applied, like the background's wet into wet, and then I did softer brush marks and stuff on the inside of my petunia. This is watercolor pencil. You can see the you can see the lines in it. They don't always dissolve, and I don't always want them to dissolve, so that's kind of good. Here's another one done on location. This nice, on a nice cold day in the mountains. This one is done with the felt brush, or the watercolor brush. So I drew my flower, and then I wet everything. A lot of it's wet into wet, like the background especially is wet into wet. And the same with this. This is onions, or 2 onions, and it's sort of monochromatic because it's just in one color. This one too is also a watercolor pencil, but it's very obvious because you can see my pencil marks. It's a very old piece. Anyway, I hope you liked it. Next week I'll be working mostly with the watercolor crayons, so stay tuned and click like.